Welcome to Gray Overload. And Microsoft wants to and needs to be able to continue to get their gaming platform and their games making money. And that's going to include more and more on PlayStation and Xbox. And there's been rumors now, PlayStation and Xbox, PlayStation and Switch. So the PlayStation 5 and the Switch 2 seem to be going to be getting more and more games that were part and exclusives to the Xbox collection, which I get Microsoft needs to make money here. They need to do something. But I think one thing that they also need to do, since they spend all these monies on studios and stuff, is maybe, actually put some effort into giving something back to those most loyal supporters on Xbox and fans that have been there. May not have to be an exclusive or anything like this, and I've been open about that, but they need to develop something that say, you're committed and you like this device, we're going to make sure that it's something worthwhile, so you're sticking with the platform. And they can just become a publisher, that's fine, but I think that would lose some allure of the Xbox platform if they were able to, if they did that. Now, you see rumors all over of Gears of War, Hellblade 2, Age of Mythology, Halo, all going to PlayStation and the Switch, which would be interesting, all the port stuff. Now, there was that delay, or I would say pause on updates for Halo Master Chief Collection, and I've gone through, played the Halo Master Chief Collection, really enjoyed it, and that was between PC and Xbox, but there was bugs in there, and Microsoft putting a pause on that, was that a pause to get the everything ported to PlayStation and everything ported to the Switch, maybe, as then you start fixing bugs again once that initial port, or all the platforms are on parity, which would make a lot of sense. That would be a smart way of doing it, in my opinion. And I develop software. I work on software, so I think of it in that sense of, let's not do work more than once. And so having parity first and then fixing bugs makes a lot of sense. And if Microsoft's going to do that approach, I'm really fine with that. I think that getting games on more platforms is always a good thing. One thing that they want is to have games, the library, to be forward compatible. Well, to have the ability, I think it's more about game preservation, the game libraries that you're to be able to continue to play in the future. And you could say, well, it's just being cross-platform. I actually think that Microsoft here is, yeah, we'll cross-platform stuff, but what we really want to do with our games is not just be one and done. We want to create artworks, which I agree they should be artworks. They should be entertainment value that people want to come back to and play games again. I have a friend that plays way more games than I play. Of course, a lot of my friends do have more time to play games than I do. But this guy loves to come back and play a game again if it's a good game. And if Microsoft's able to put that same content, I mean, I'm one too where I have a game backlog, but I will go back and play some of my favorite games every once in a while. And that sort of having the forward compatibility, having the support for the game on the newest hardware is I think it's going to be a bigger problem come, later on, as maybe some of these games either don't get the attention they need, don't get the updates, or just stuff doesn't work on the software side, that Microsoft then can put the effort forward so that we actually have a continuation of games. The forward compatibility I think Microsoft is doing there might actually be something really good. And if they can do that on PlayStation and on the Switch 2, that would be something where not only are you going to be able to have your games kind of everywhere on whatever platform you want to play on, but you can also then enjoy them in the future on something that you may have enjoyed in the past. And one thing I think we miss a lot is, while we enjoy the games as we have them and as we play them, I think we sometimes miss of, when can we go back to a game and does it work? Now, if Microsoft can take this and their next Xbox, whatever they do with the Xbox, we either licensing Xbox to have third parties make it, which I think is a great idea. I actually think they need to take it a step further, and these need to be, they can be generic parts, they can be APUs, whatever, but they need to have an ability where maybe run Windows, maybe just be a gaming box, but take that so that, Windows has that performance mode, that gaming mode that we all should have here. So you have the performance, the gaming mode, or whatever else of that Xbox right on your PC, and I think that would open up the world for more and more accessibility to people of saying, I want to jump into the PC. I know that that game is just going to work right. The console aspect of it, the game just works, and Microsoft can maybe do that where here's the if you're going to build a PC, here's the hardware for it just to work. And if you want to go and exceed the hardware or play outside of it, we still have a gaming mode to make sure that we give you the best performance in Windows. Uh, but we are also not guaranteed that there may be some oddities here. This is the hardware we test on. This is what it plays best on. And whether it's a handheld, here's the basics on the handheld, here's the basics on the desktops, here's the performance mode on the desktop, and off to the races. So now, if third parties are making that Xbox, you can buy whichever third party you want. You can buy your own hardware, get that going. And I think that would be a great option for Microsoft. Then also, you have the access to the PlayStation has it if you're a PlayStation player, which I'd like to be able to try a PlayStation again. It's been a while since I've played on one, or that Switch too, or a handheld, and that's an option. Plus, I think the PC side of it is you also get the benefit of being able to play all those other game libraries that you may have outside of the Xbox ecosystem. So there's a lot of different, options here, but as Microsoft continues to need to make money to pay off the $70 billion purchase of Activision, what was it, like 7.5 billion for ZeniMax, something like that. I can't remember the exact, but if I'm wrong, put it in the comments below. And every other game studio they've bought, there's a lot of money Microsoft has thrown at gaming, and yet they're talking about Game Pass and what it needs to, where you got to grow Game Pass and everything else. That may be, a Game Pass subscription here to get your games on the PS5, the Switch, the PC. Maybe something of Game Pass Ultimate means it is ultimate across every device you own. That would be something interesting. And if they had the syncing capabilities of your saves, that would be a huge plus. But Xbox, I think, as a whole, needs to make sure that the fans that have been there the longest, they need to show them some love in all of this. And if that is a handheld device, if that is, maybe what it is that the next Pro console is going to be something just off the charts, off the shelf hardware, top line off the shelf hardware, or whatever else it needs to be to show, here we're going to build a basic console, $200 console for everybody. But if you want to go and have the ultimate gaming experience, here's that ability of a console. Yeah, it costs a lot, but we're putting it in there. We're going to have something like this, or you could build your own. I think these are options that Microsoft, it would actually help and people would enjoy here. I get it. Games are going to be cross-platform, and I think that when Microsoft made the initial thing of Xbox and PC games, that was a good move forward. And it looks like there maybe we finally will get Halo 5 on PC, which I'd like to see finally to have Halo 5 on PC. It's been a while that they haven't got that over from the Master Chief. And these Xbox exclusives, my hope is that they come to the PC first, right? If they were an Xbox exclusive or still are, to the PC gets all of them. And then as they come to the PlayStation and Switch, they also get access to it. But if I'm a PC player and you're going to go to the PlayStation and Switch first, I'm going to be a little bit frustrated here, Microsoft. If it's a game I want to play, come on, let's throw it on the PC here. Let's have some fun. Let's get it over there, so that the PC gamers aren't left out. Well, that's a whole other story. But if they can do that and then porting it on the long run, what do I think about these games? If they're going to have development and saying, okay, we're going to do PC and Xbox, maybe you make those as close as possible to the same code base, same testing and everything as possible, right? Minimum requirements, and maybe some more generic hardware for that next Xbox. But then going forward, as you have that generic, uh, porting between the Xbox and PC, that's there, and then make it easier. PlayStation uses some, AMD hardware, so it's kind of close, not exactly. That can be able to port, and then as you get better at ARM, you're going to have some of the Switch stuff there to be able to help you out and get that rolling. hopefully you're going to start seeing this form as a better ecosystem, and maybe with some of the other console stuff that's already there, maybe we'll get some Linux, directs, stuff from Xbox. You never know. Maybe Xbox will finally get DirectX 12. I get that they have Proton, that translation layer. Uh, Either they work maybe they work with Steam, try to get that translation layer, try to get some of that stuff there. And Microsoft putting their games everywhere does mean everywhere. We'll see about this. I have hopes of things and everything. I still think, one thing I come back to is that they need to give a little bit back to the Xbox community. They've been there in support of you in tough times and tough sales times and losing sale numbers. And just, you know, it doesn't even have to be something much. I think it just has to be a gesture, and gestures that are showing that not only are you bringing games everywhere, you're still committed to your fans that have been there a long time. It would be a shame to see Microsoft throw away something and get a whole bunch of fans upset and watch everything Microsoft bought go downhill. But we've seen Microsoft throw stuff downhill before, so we'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what Microsoft's doing here with all the games. If you're excited for games to go cross-platform, or if you're not, put it in comments below. I'm interested to see this. I think it's more of an inevitable thing that Microsoft has to do. They got to get their money back somehow. But I want the best gaming experiences for everyone, wherever they game at, and to have these games go forward, I think is going to be a is going to be a good thing going forward for a lot of users to have. So with that, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching Grow Everyone, help us channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It really does help out the channel. Watching on one of my videos does as well too. And until next time, God bless.